Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5:30.
We start tonight with a developing story in Fargo. A concerned parent reached out to us on our whistleblower hotline about a special education teacher being attacked at their child's school. The teacher ended up being diagnosed with a concussion. School official Anne Marie Campbell tells Valley News Live a teacher got a concussion while working with a student at Carl Ben Eielson Middle School last Friday, but cannot tell us if it was a special education student involved in the incident. Teacher safety was one of the main reasons contract negotiations stalled between the teachers and the Fargo School Board up until 2 weeks before this school year started. The final contract teachers signed did not add any language on guaranteeing a teacher's right to safety. We will continue working to get more information. Stay with Valley News Live for the latest updates. And as we mentioned, that story first came to our attention through our whistleblower hotline. So if you need help uncovering fraud and corruption in your community, call us at 701-237-6576 and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth. Police in Grand Forks are still looking for a man they say is potentially dangerous and at large after a double stabbing this morning. Valley News Team's Ryan Laughlin is at the apartment complex where the stabbing happened with the latest. Ryan.
Christine, it happened in this building behind me here this morning. The suspect was able to flee, though, before police could get here on scene. Check it out. This was the scene earlier this afternoon. Cops gathering evidence after an initial search didn't turn up their suspect. Both victims were taken to the hospital, and we just learned their conditions a moment ago. More on that in a moment. Police do want your help finding this man. They believe that he's responsible. He's described as a mid-20s Hispanic man with a shaved or bald head. He's just over 6 feet tall with a little bit of facial hair. He was last seen in a brown shirt and blue jeans. Many people living in the area are UND students, and now they are on high alert.
I didn't know it was this close to my apartment. It's a little concerning to me and I assume all the other residents around here.
Police say this man could be potentially dangerous. They want any information reported to them. Now, we do have some new exclusive information for you. I just spoke to the victim of this. He just got back from the hospital. We spoke with him. We'll have the latest from him and how his pregnant girlfriend, the other victim in this, is doing tonight at 6. Reporting live from Grand Forks, I'm Ryan Laughlin, Valley News Live.
All right, thank you for that update, Ryan, in that live report. Grand Forks police are also looking for two men they say pulled a gun on two people overnight. Two people told police they were walking in the 700 block of 4th Avenue North when the two suspects began taunting them around 7:30 last night. An argument began, and at some point, one of the suspects pulled out a gun and threatened the victims. Another person tried to intervene but was attacked. That person had to be taken to the hospital with unknown injuries. Police say they are looking for two white men, about 20 to 30 years old. The man reported to have the gun is said to be about 5'10", with 200 pounds and brown hair. We had some showers this afternoon in parts of our area, and quite a few of you sent us pictures of hail. Robert, how's the end of our Labor Day looking?
Yeah, it's definitely a busy day out there. Lots of showers and thunderstorms, a lot of wind out there, and some much cooler temperatures than we saw on your Sunday. Right now, a mix of some 50s, 60s, and 70s. 57 in Roseau, 59 Bemidji, 67 in Fargo. Also 67 up in Devil's Lake, the warm spot, 73 down in Sisseton. The wind still gusting well over 30 miles per hour, still seeing gusts approaching 40 miles per hour. Some peak wind gusts that we've gotten today, 58 mile per hour wind gust in Detroit Lakes, 55 in Wahpeton and Fergus Falls, 51 Valley City. We've got a peak wind gust here in Fargo earlier today of 47 miles per hour. Some partly cloudy skies out there, and underneath those clouds, still seeing a few showers and thunderstorms. Sliding off towards the southeast, could see some gusty winds with that storm and perhaps some very small hail. I think we're done with the rain for the most part here in Fargo. Could still see an isolated sprinkle or shower in the next couple of hours, but mainly dry. 66 at 7 o'clock and down to 60 by 9. A cool day to start off your shortened work week on your Tuesday, but a warm up on the way. We'll have the forecast details in just a few minutes.
Okay, thank you, Robert. We've got an update on a story we've been following for you the past few weeks as more and more of the community rallies together to support the Graywind family after tragically losing Savannah. According to the Savannah LaFontaine Graywind official Facebook page, a local couple offered to donate a custom headstone for the Graywind family. Also, the Fargo North football team just held a Miracle Minute fundraiser. Cheerleaders ran around the stands And get this, they collected over $1,200 for the U.S. Bank Fund in just 1 minute. A date for Savannah's funeral has not been set yet. A man convicted of killing 2 people in Fargo is set to be sentenced tomorrow. Ashley Hunter was found guilty on 2 counts of murder and 1 count of arson after Clarence Flowers and Sam Trout Fargo were killed in 2015. Hunter pleaded not guilty in court, but was convicted of murder for the 2 deaths and arson for trying to burn down the house of Sam Trout in an effort to cover it up. A sentencing hearing is set for tomorrow morning at 10:30. And West Fargo police say it is the biggest drug bust they've had in a long time, maybe ever. Officers stopped a car on I-94 for a traffic violation. And as you can see, they ended up finding illegal drugs that they say are worth more than $700,000. The officer had his canine partner check the vehicle out. That resulted in a search, which then turned up 125 pounds of marijuana and other drugs in the car. Police identified the driver of Hans Wagner from California. He is in the Cass County Jail, charged with delivery of marijuana. America's ambassador to the United Nations says North Korea's actions show that dictator Kim Jong-un is, quote, begging for war. Nikki Haley made that stark assessment during an emergency meeting of the UN Security Council today, which was called after North Korea's largest ever nuclear test explosion. The ambassador told the council that while America doesn't want war, the global community has, in her words, quote, kicked the can down the road long enough.
His abusive use of missiles and his nuclear threats show that he is begging for war. War is never something the United States wants. We don't want it now. But our country's patience is not unlimited. We will defend our allies and our territory.
South Korea fired missiles into the sea today to simulate an attack on North Korea's main nuclear test site. The South's Defense Ministry says North Korea appears to planning another test missile launch. We're following a developing story out of Montana. Fire crews continue to battle more than a dozen wildfires that are forcing people from their homes, destroying hundreds of thousands of acres across the state. The Rice Ridge fire alone exploded to more than 100,000 acres since Sunday. It is now the #1 priority fire in the nation. The fire raged Saturday night just before exploding to nearly 50,000 acres and then to more than 101,000 on Sunday. Tomorrow, a fresh fire team will take over the firefighting operation. More than 1,000 people had to be evacuated and even more are on standby. A Red Cross shelter is set up in Missoula, and a closure order is still in effect for the area surrounding the Rice Ridge fire. And remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook so you can follow stories like that one, the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and you'll stay informed throughout the entire day. Most of us are heading home after this long holiday weekend, and the holiday, coupled with the aftermath of Hurricane Harvey, have made a somewhat perfect storm at the gas pump. So are you getting the bang for your buck when you're using those fuel reward programs and coupons? Valley News Team's Bradford Eric shows us where you might be able to save a few bucks at the pump.
Most places seem to be right around $2.30 and $2.39 a gallon for gas.
That's the lowest I can find right now. It's $2.30, that's the lowest I can find right now. Or as some places you go there, you don't even be able to buy gas.
FargoGasPrices.com has the lowest price at Costco at $2.18. The highest is pushing $2.50. Cashwise offers a program where you buy specific store products and it translates to gas savings. But is it worth it? This week, customers must buy non-perishables and canned goods, steak, some dessert items, pet food and treats, bread, and several other items, saving customers as much as 84 cents off a gallon. But that's only if you spend almost $85 in store.
I do use them, but I don't go to the store just to get them.
If I'm at a place where I get a lower price, I definitely make a point to stop there and fill up.
Other stores like Hornbacher's offer cents off at the pump after grocery purchases of $10 or more, up to 12 cents off per gallon. You can save 3 cents on gas at Don's Car Wash when you also buy a wash. At Sam's Club, anyone can buy gas, but you won't get the deep discounts unless you're a club member. And at Costco, it's only members who can score their super low price. Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
And if you're looking for more information, we put a link to several gas price tracking websites online. Just click on this story at valleynewslive.com. While the American Red Cross is busy lending a hand after Hurricane Harvey, house fires are still their #1 response. And a big campaign is trying to help with that. The Sound the Alarm, Save a Life campaign has the Red Cross installing smoke alarms nationwide. Fargo, Moorhead, West Fargo, and Castleton are part of this 100 citywide effort to teach preparedness and help families create an escape plan.
On average, you only have about 2 minutes to get out of your home when a fire starts, and so it's imperative that people are alerted as soon as possible so they can get out.
800 alarms will be installed October 7th in our community. To help volunteer to install those alarms, or if you want to sign your home up for free for smoke alarms, just go to valleynewslive.com and click on our hot button for a link to their page. Local veterans are going above and beyond to help those Hurricane Harvey victims. The Fargo-Moorhead-based organization, The Fallen Outdoors, is a nonprofit focused on helping veterans of all kinds get involved with the outdoors as a way of coping with a number of issues. They raise money to take trips around the world, and most recently, they have ventured over 24 hours to help with flood relief in Texas, bringing trucks full of water, food, and supplies. The Fallen Outdoors have a fundraiser coming up this Saturday, the 9th, at Moorhead Armory. 100% of the proceeds go to funding these amazing trips for our vets. And believe it or not,